a 2-minute or so, and I want you to just give a tip to somebody that's just getting started in the business.
All right. Well, I found about this crazy route thing from her. You just heard her story. She actually said she asked. She didn't. She made me sign up. And she had sent me $99 because I couldn't afford it either. And since we're family, we just do that, you know? So I was able to pay her right back. I sold my 4 wraps before they even came in the mail. I was definitely somebody who ran away from any sort of home business. I was a stay-at-home mom. I don't have a degree. And we were broke. But a lot of home businesses that I saw my friends do, it was a hobby. So I never saw an income chart like this. But that was the one thing Melissa did, was she stuck that income chart in front of me, and I was like, Rubies can average $500 a month. That would make up for the food stamp money that we lost.
From getting a raise at the call center.
Yep.
So
this is my husband, Jeremy.
Hey, yeah, I've actually got some, one of my own bosses from the call center.
I totally just dropped that.
Hey, yeah, no, it's all good. So here we were in Fort Collins, feeling like our destiny, like our calling, our purpose in life was to start this church. And I'm spending 40 hours a week answering our phone. Thank you for calling. You know, how can I help you? And it was killing me. And then I apparently did a good job and got a raise. And then it was like enough, just enough to kick us off of food stamps. And so
25 cents.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
$500 in food stamps.
I mean, Mitch was talking about what it was like to not be able to buy Christmas presents. We were putting milk on credit cards and hoping that our credit card wouldn't max out.
We were dreaming so big, you guys, that we literally we cashed in our retirement that we did have and used it to move to Colorado because we had such a big dream in our heart to start a church in Fort Collins. And so we spent all that. We were depending on food stamps. And we went down the hole over $30,000 of debt. And we were debt-free kids before this. So we were in a really desperate place. And when she stuck that income chart and she showed me wrap results, I said, this is a brilliant business.
And I said, no.
Brilliant. And he said, no. And I was like, no. I know, I don't have a degree, but this is brilliant. I was like, I've never seen a home business that offers this kind of results for moms. Moms are always going to be birthing babies. Health and wellness affects people from the moment that they're born to the moment they die. This is a brilliant business. Everybody should be in this business. And so I signed up. And I got to Ruby in 6 weeks. Well, I decided, okay, that was what we needed to replace that income. So Jeremy was like, you should be dreaming bigger than that. So I went diamond in 5 months. I went double in 6 months. And in 18 months, I went presidential diamond. He was able to quit his full-time job. He could be a full-time pastor, fully supported by this business. And we started dreaming like we could get out of debt. And in just 4 months, we paid off all of that $30,000 while being fully supported by this business. And he was able to dream for the first time because we lost it.
That's one way, I mean, for us, it wasn't just like the dreams that we had come alive. All of a sudden, it was like, whoa, like we're made for more. And the best part is us helping other people discover how they were made for more. And it was us to realize these big, huge dreams. Now we're dreaming about things like changing a city and serving the poor and building houses for people who lost them in floods. We're dreaming about bigger things than just buying milk on a credit card.
You can dream big with this business. In 25 months, I went ambassador diamond. You guys, if I can do this as a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, and I didn't even know anyone in my city, you can do this too. You can do this. It's the steps to success. That's all I did. I was I didn't do it on repeat times 5 every month. I did it every month, and I taught my team how to do the same thing. And you can do this too. Everybody wants to stick a wrap on them and burn tight and tone.
Awesome.
So, dream big, work this business, and even if you, like, this is my one tip. If you have gotten to a place where you just kind of took your foot off the pedal and you're coasting, stick it back down, put it in full throttle, and run! You can start momentum at any moment. If you've lost momentum, you can pick it up tonight. And run to your next goal. If you've been coasting, stop coasting. Put this business in full force, and you will change your families life. We are normal people up here. We just work really hard, and we get paid really good to do it. So work hard and get there, and you'll do it. Okay?
Preach, sister. Good job.
Okay. So, next on deck. I know you're not nervous. I'm kidding.
I thought it was going
No, you're coming out here. So here's how this works. Keep your toes. You ready? Deep breath. All right. Kristen, Mike, ready to go? Yes? Hello? So tell us in a 2-minute-ish version of your story. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to give a tip to maybe there's a diamond or a double diamond in this audience who's just kind of there. And they've been there. Maybe they've been there for a month. Maybe they've been there for like 4 or 5 months, right? And they're like, I'm kind of stuck. What's your tip for those people? So story, tip for the stuck.
I'll do the story.
You do the story.
So I, like many of you, did not believe in network marketing. I don't want to buy your stuff, and I want to just go to Walmart and get it, and I don't want to feel pressured into buying anything. So when my friend started posting wrap results, I thought she was crazy, and I just scrolled right past it on my Facebook feed. Then she invited me to an online party, and I was like, okay, this is a real thing. Like, she's not just selling some witch magic. So I looked at it, and I was like, after having 3 kids, I had just had my 3rd kid, and we moved here just recently, and we knew no one. And I saw this product, and I thought, oh my gosh, if this works, like after having these 3 kids, I would love to do this on my stomach. But also, any of you who are moms know that you don't want to spend money on yourselves when you've got 3 kids to take care of, right? So I said, you know what, I'm interested in the product, but I really don't have $25 that I want to spend on this right now. So just keep me in mind, like if you ever have a sale, hit me up. So 2 weeks later, I think it was like double Fast Start bonus time, she messaged me and she's like, hey, I know you weren't interested in the product, but what do you think about the business? My team is doing so well. I think that you would be really good at this. She knew that my husband was military, her husband is military, she knows we don't make a ton. And so I thought, you know what? I do have a degree in marketing, and I thought, this is a product that even I want, and I hate home businesses. And if I want this, I know other mothers would want this. Who wouldn't want to tone, tighten, and firm some part of their body? So I said, you know what, I'll look into it. And she said, great. So I asked my husband, he said, you better print out that policies and procedures and that compensation plan, you better read every word of that. So it's like 200 pages, I don't even know. They're very alike, and I don't like to admit it, but, so.
We're the best.
So we read.
He said 2 minutes, by the way.
I don't even know how many pages of compensation plan, and I asked my enroller every question, and she's like, I've never had anybody read this, actually, and ask me these questions. And I said, okay, we're the first. And after going through the whole thing and asking her, okay, what's the catch? We found nothing that was crazy. She said, the only thing is we pay shipping. Loyal customers sometimes don't have to pay shipping. So she said, you know what, there's not a lot of crazy stuff in here, so I guess, if you wanted to try it, it might be okay. So I just signed up almost exactly 3 years ago, and he's like, ooh, that didn't mean like sign up. That means like maybe we could talk about maybe signing up later. So I just signed up, but because he wasn't totally on board like Lori, that gave me huge motivation to make that money back right away. So I had those wraps in my kit sold before my kit got there. It took the full 14 days. Because
I never saw the cash, but yeah.
So it gave me super motivation to say I made that money back before it even showed up on the credit card, and then I would have to buy more boxes of wraps to do all these online parties that I was doing because I didn't know anybody locally. So I did everything on Facebook. You guys, mother of 3, you could do all of this on Facebook. So I'd buy more boxes of wraps, and then that was on the credit card, and so I had to make sure I sold those boxes of wrap before the credit card was due. So it was this constant motivation so that he wouldn't be like, oh, we're under. So it was always, he couldn't say anything because I had made all the money back before the credit card was due. So, I just did everything on Facebook, you guys. You message everybody, you post like crazy. The biggest tip I got was because people would be like, I don't want to bother my friends, I don't want them to block me. And Lori said, barf all over Facebook. Seriously, it's barf all over Facebook. They're not, if they care, they're not really, they're your great friends. And they'll come back around. I've had people block me and then refriend me and ask me how to join the business. So we went diamond in 4 months, got that $10,000 bonus, went double diamond in 6 months, and matched his income that he'd been working at for 7 years in the Army. We went triple diamond in 8 months, presidential diamond in 9 months, and ambassador in 18 months, all on Facebook. You guys can do this, I promise.
Is it my turn? Okay. So the tip part of that, the story was lovely, but the tip part, what she didn't know while she was working, she listed all her milestones. She had diamond, she had double, she had triple, she had presidential. But in the meantime, I was in the Army, had been for a long time, done my time in Iraq and Afghanistan. Been working really hard. I was not in Congress, I had not received orders, okay? It's not a voluntary thing. So, but thank you. So I had done my time, worked very hard, but what we didn't know is that my career was rapidly and involuntarily coming to an end. So I got to a point in the Army where it was just, I didn't want to do it anymore. I'd get to the office around, I'd walk through the door at 5:05 a.m., and I'd walk out the door around 7, 8, 9 p.m., depending on the day. So naturally, I was gone before the kids woke up, and I was back well after they went to bed. Finally, at one point, I called her and I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And she said, well, I make more money than you, so come on home.
He had no idea, you guys. I didn't let him know.
That was great. So for those of you in this room who are kind of stuck where you are, it doesn't matter where you are, emerald, ruby, diamond, triple diamond, whatever you are right now, if you're lacking that motivation, there is something coming in your life that you need to be ready for. Something is coming in your life that you were not expecting, like the loss of a primary income. Something is coming in your life that you need to work for. You may not know what it is. It can come unexpectedly. It can come in a phone call. Oh, by the way, I no longer have a
We were
job.
going to retire. 20 years in the Army, benefits, everything. You know, we were set for life until we got this phone call.
One day, it got to the point where I said I didn't want to miss my family anymore. But she had been working so hard that she was able to easily replace that income. So, something is coming in your life. There's a season in your life that is coming. So if you feel like you are stuck, keep working. Just keep working. So that when that phone call comes, you are ready.
I'm going to add one thing. Would you classify yourself as a green personality? Green, yellow? Yellow, what are you? He's green. Okay. Here's green, red. So does everyone know the personality colors? Yellow. You said yellow, right? Yellow. He's green, red, right? High five. So here's what's interesting about that, just to give you a perspective. Like, you see a lot of folks stand up here and we always say, well, we're no different. Yeah, we're a lot different. People are a lot different, right? And green personalities are ones that a lot of us strong reds go, they'll never do anything because they get caught up reading. They get caught up going through, right? Or yellows get too caught up in making sure everyone is happy and fuzzy and warm, right? Right? So what's amazing is you have a green, red, yellow who made it work. So you just, my point is, you never know, right? You never know what personality is going to